understanding, this has a lot of potential to be a better workflow, and I'll tell you why.
Shout out Bridgemine. All right, man. We are live once again. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, man. A few things we're gonna be doing today. It's not all gonna be vibe coding. We're gonna be doing. We're gonna be checking out the new gems, which is basically Google Opal, which is kind of like an N8N killer. Not really, but we're also going to be checking out some robotic stuff because I want to bring kind of more news to the channel, what's going on in AI and things of that nature. So, yeah, if you're new, my name is David. I have a background in entrepreneurship and graphic design, and now I love teaching AI. Well, not necessarily teaching AI. I like experimenting with it myself, and in that process, I am an advisor to a number of people and companies that come to me for AI related advice. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to be checking out the new gems inside of Gemini, and this is, and also Flash came out, so we're going to be testing that, just seeing a few different new capabilities. So this is the new gems. Basically it's Google Opal. Let me close all of this stuff. Let me see. Bam. Okay, so if you go to opal.google.com, you get this platform right here, which we done a video on this, but it's basically an automation builder, and you get different Gemini models to perform different steps. So we can look at this one that I created before, which it works, and I wanted it to work another way, but it didn't work that way. So this is basically a YouTube video transcript to blog post writer. And you see right here, I input the transcript. We then get a blog post from that transcript. We then get a image prompt generated, and then we get the image generated. And last but not least, we get a web page of our generation, and I can show you guys an example of that really quickly right here. So this is an example of the web page that it built out for our blog post, and this is actually the blog post that we sent out earlier today. So if you are not inside of the newsletter, go ahead and get inside of that. So right here in the description, AI newsletter, go ahead and join that. And we actually released this one today, and it's basically talking about our last video, going over GPT image 1.5 and Nano Banana Pro. But this is an example of the workflow. So then you have this kind of easy interface to play with it, and we're going to, let's just click on another video. So let's do this video. Go to transcripts. Thankfully, vidIQ gives you copy transcripts. It would be so much longer. So we're going to input this transcript, and bam. Now it's going to go through all of the processes, and you can see it in the process right here. So right now it's creating the blog post, and then it'll go into, the next step. And, if we click on this, we can see that the model that it's using is Gemini 2.5 Flash. We can set this to pretty much anything. Gemini 3 Pro is going to be most likely, or Gemini 3 Flash, I believe, is going to be most likely the best one to use, but it hasn't been added in here. So Gemini 2.5 Flash would be the fastest one, but it's now on the output, and here's the output. On brand content, duplicate any style with AI in minutes. Okay, for your industry, go to Pinterest, Yeah. So this is literally the whole entire process that we went through on the video, and it's right here. So this is how I'm gonna be creating blog posts very, very easily on a daily basis. And the good part about this is that if we publish this, we can set it to public, and what we can do is basically let AI agents use this. So if we save this as a link, then I can say, hey, using a random video from @DeloBrands YouTube channel, youtube.com/@DeloBrands. Pick any video, extract the transcript, and use it in this automation on this page. So we're gonna paste that automation. Now what we're gonna do is go to agent mode, and we're gonna have it logged in, and we're gonna press go. And so I actually haven't tested this yet, but if ChatGPT can go and do this for me, I can basically be on my phone and get it to go, do that. So now it's on YouTube. It's about to get a random video and get the
Gemini
transcript,
because that seems more fair.
So bam.
But
Examining YouTube channel.
let's go back
So
to
vidIQ,
images.
got the transcript right there.
Close
Copy
this.
transcript. Bam. Now it has it in its clipboard.
Pro.
Now it should be headed to the next page.
So let's get our next prompt. Create a high quality portrait. Okay. Bam.
All right, so it's copied the transcript.
Bam. Bam.
Now it needs to go to the opal.google. Seems
Which one is faster? Which one is faster?
All right, now it's on the app.
Uh-oh. I think Nano Banana Pro is faster for sure. For sure.
Yeah, let me turn the sound off. But it now should be
they're close though. Like they're actually really close in speed.
Typer upload.
Okay. GPT image is taking a little bit longer.
It's not clicking in the right area.
But this is what Nano Banana Pro came up with.
There we go.
And we're gonna go ahead and download the full size.
The actual thing. But so it's asking me permission. I'm gonna say yes. And through carefully before taking action. All right, it finally submitted it. So basically, you can create workflows that your different agents can go through and initiate, and it can go collect the information for you. You guys saw me go to my YouTube channel and copy the transcript and put it inside of the flow myself, but just taking me out of the full process, I think is much more powerful. So bam, we now have this web page, which I didn't tell it to do anything with this web page. I'll be surprised if it does. Okay, it doesn't. So bam, it actually ran it for us, and this is what we got. It even put the image inside of the HTML generation. So yeah, man, this is Opal, and we're gonna build a new one. So let's say, actually, I want to go to the documentation page for Opal. Do they have that? Google Labs, status updates, send feedback. I'm guessing that they don't have any, so I'm gonna say, what are some Opal automations I can build to help with my businesses? Simple as that. Like, you don't have to do too much in utilizing AI. Just get AI to do all of the heavy lifting. Turn unstructured inputs into clean, repeatable outputs. Best use cases: YouTube multi-asset content engine, lesson builder for courses. Wow. Client content repurposer, podcast or long caption, competitor snapshot generator. Okay. let's do a competitor snapshot generator. And this is inside of Gemini now. You don't have to go to Opal. So we're going to press new gem. We're going to accept, you know, give it the permissions, whatever. Or actually, I'm using the wrong account. Okay. So bam. Now what we're going to say is, this is the great part about Gemini being in Opal, is that you can now just describe, and you could do this on the regular app too, but you can describe the workflow that you want and it will create it for you. So what is our workflow? We want to create a snapshot generator just like this. So this is what we're going to input. Actually, I want to create a competitor snapshot generator, and usually I'm using Wisp, but it's not on right now. So with these settings, okay, so bam, now this is going to get the builder agent to plan it out and actually build our automation and all of the steps for us. If you guys remember, we have all of these steps right here that make this that is basically the back end of this automation right here, or this app. Let's just call them apps, but you can add in your own ones if you want. You can add in a generate node, you can add in an output node, you know, you can add in a YouTube video, you know, different stuff. They have a number of customizations, but as you guys can see, this has finished building out our app for us. So we have the competitor source, which is going to be the website URL or Instagram handle. It's then going to go to that page, retrieve the raw content, analyze it, generate a brief and talking points, and then render it as a page. So that was just a few seconds, literally. So let's do this. We can open the advanced editor. We have to, I need to log in with the correct account, unfortunately. Confirm. So bam, we now have it right there, but let's just say we want to open the advanced editor. It's going to pop up right here, and we can see all of the steps in depth. So this right now is using Gemini 2.5 Flash. I'm going to set all of them on Gemini 3 Pro. I'm going to set all of them on Gemini 3 Pro. Okay. And this is not connected to my API key. It's just going through my account. So bam. Now we can share this app, or let's just use it inside of this preview. And you can also customize it. So if you want a different theme for it, let's say futuristic spaceship, you know, something like that. It's going to load that up. I'm interested to see how quickly this, okay, it generated pretty quickly. So bam, we have this new image. So bam, we're going to type in our website. Actually, we're going to type in educate.us, and bam, Opal has a limited quota and it was exceeded. Okay, so I need to go to my other account. So give me 1 second. Let me see. Sign out of that one, sign into this one. And the only thing is, for some reason, like my account that actually is the account that I pay for, it does not have access to the new gems just yet for some odd reason. I'm not sure. Maybe because I have so many other gems, but I don't know why that would stop it. So this is what we're gonna do. Can I share this and use it publicly? Let me see if I can do that. Because if I can go ahead and just Let me see. What just happened? Gemini, Google, Gem Labs. Okay. So let's go to this account. Let's paste the same thing in. It's logging into the same account. So let's go here real quick. Go to a different browser. Let's put it in there. And it did not open. So I'm gonna just say that automation we're not gonna get to test, but that's how you make one. It goes exactly like this, and that was one of the things that I wanted to check out on stream, because this is going to replace a lot of what N8N does in simple terms, and N8N is pretty expensive. $24 per month for a good number of executions, but this just gives a very simple way for people to build out automations that they need very, very easily. Very, very easily. So next up, we're going to try out Gemini 2.5 Pro. And we're first going to look at the documentation. I mean, Gemini 3 Flash. Okay. Flash. Go DeepMind. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So I have not even used Flash yet. I honestly, I don't care for Flash. They released Pro first, and it's just, I'm gonna probably be using that, you know. So this is the kind of documentation page, or their presentation page, just showcasing that there is a new, you know, model version. So Gemini 3 Flash, best for frontier intelligence at speed. Okay. So this whole entire model is just meant for speed. It's like Gemini 3 Pro, but meant for speed. So let's see this. Gemini 3 Flash, dynamic thinking. Gemini 2.5 Pro, dynamic thinking. SVG system instructions, the Golden Gate Bridge. So Gemini 2.5 Pro is definitely taking forever. And it doesn't give as good of an output. So that's what I'm getting from that test. Then we have this other one. Yeah, it starts coding much, much faster. So about double the time. About double the time. And that's pretty good. Like, a lot of, and it used more tokens. I don't know if you guys saw that, but right here it has 12,000 tokens. And then for Gemini 2.5 Pro, it has 23,000 tokens, which is basically double. More than double, actually. So they do another test. 20 seconds. Code a pixel art painting app. 3 did it in 24 seconds, and 2.5 Pro did it in about double the time. So you kind of get an idea of what you're going to be dealing with. Handle function calls reliably. Assist in near real-time gameplay. Let's see that one. Green offers the highest total. Oh, wow. So everybody is about to have basically a hacker on their screen now. If Gemini 2.5 Pro can give you real time, like if you're playing 8-ball pool with somebody, you're probably going to be able to beat them just because you have 3 Flash, you know, working with you. So code faster, transform messy data, creative UI in a Spark, generate new UIs instantly, explore multiple creative variations. See this one. So this is probably an app that they created inside of Google AI Studio or MR. Shout out MR. And it's basically coding 3 different versions of a UI setup for something. Tactile, press, pulp relief, kinetic, graphite. Okay. So that was decently quick, I guess. And last but not least, visual context in an instant. All right, cool. Performance. Let's look at the performance. Okay, so the price compared to Gemini 3 Pro, it is 25% of the price. So Flash is 50 cents per input, and 3 Pro is $2 per input, and significantly more on the output. So it is more expensive than Gemini 2.5 Flash, but it is less expensive than 2.5 Pro, and it's giving a better output at a faster rate of speed. And then if we take a look at the benchmarks, so we have Humanities Last Exam. 2.5 Flash did 11%. 3 Flash is 33%. So that's nice. GPT 5.2 Extra High got a 34, so just 1 point higher. GPT 5.2 is leading in Arc AGI, which is, solving puzzles. So 5.2 is leading in a number of areas, but 3 Pro is leading in a lot of areas too. I think those are the head-to-head models right now, for sure. But it is cheaper. So now we're going to get into a Gemini chat and try out Flash. So we have a new selector right here that is Gemini 3 Fast. Before it was I think this is 3 Flash Thinking, and then this is Pro. So let's just do Flash, and let's say code an interactive planting simulator for me to teach my students how to raise plants. And we are going to go to the canvas, or maybe we should just let's see if it uses the canvas on its own. So bam, we're gonna send that. It did it very, very fast. Copy the code into a text editor. So we're gonna resend this in another chat because I wanted to use the canvas so that we can actually, see it. So bam, it started coding. Digital greenhouse, teaching the science of growth. Select your plant, water level, sunlight exposure, soil nutrients. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty fast too, And we can actually compare it to Pro if we want to. We can do that. I don't know why this keeps switching my stuff, but let's wait till this one is done, and then we'll go ahead and okay, bam. So this is the interactive planting simulation, sunlight exposure. Oh wow. So what do? Restart. Sungero selected, researching its needs. Next fact. Low light, ideal growth. So it's not letting me select too much. So we're gonna put this in Pro now, and we're gonna see if Pro actually gives us a much better result. But if we want to try something maybe easier, I think a snake game, maybe a snake game. Can we see if it can make a snake game? Which I'm pretty sure every model can make a snake game, honestly. Like, I feel like that's just such a basic thing that models should have been able to do. That was not proper grammar, but who cares about proper grammar, right? Okay. So, I mean, it looks nice, but it just definitely is not functional. Like, I can't click any of these buttons over here. It does look like it's growing. Yeah, like something's happening, but it's just, not necessarily working. So this one has gone about double the size. That's 600 lines of code. This one is 500 lines of code, so not double. So bam, we have this much better output. Let's say the tomato plant. Wow, look at this. Needs sun. How do I add some sun? How do I add some sun? Thirsty, needs sun. Water plant, add fertilizer. Sun exposure. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So, oh, wow. This is a very good output by Gemini 3 Pro. So, we can see the difference between, overwatered. Wow. Water 40 to 80%. Sun 60 to 100. Soil nutrients 30 to 100. Wow. So this is really this is crazy. We have an event log. We can reset if we want to. So that's kind of like the difference between 2.5 Pro and 3 Pro and 3 Flash. Let me stop saying 2.5. But one completed the simulation. It's working. Thirsty, 40 to 80%. So bam, we have something that's growing. It's growing in real time as well. Like, you guys see, this is getting bigger. This is 3 Pro. Shout out 3 Pro. But we're not testing 3 Pro right now. We're testing Flash. Okay. So what else did they say Flash can do well? Visual context, create UI in a Spark, transform messy data, evolve code faster, assist in near real-time gameplay, handle functions calls reliably. Honestly, okay, go from app to idea in minutes, master any subject, turn spreadsheets into websites, get instant feedback on your videos. Take a look. Okay, so maybe we can add a video. Let's add a video. I have some old videos that I can put in here. We can do, let's do this one. Let's just say, what type of video do you think this one was used as? Let's just ask it something. At least it can see videos. What's the longest video that we can upload? I'm gonna try to upload one of my YouTube videos. So it's a classic example of premium brand storytelling, which for sure is what I was going for. So this is the video that I gave it. This is an AI video that we created, and we just, I used it for marketing. So teaser for a branding agency or consultant, a website hero background, or paid social ad. So it's actually number 2. It was a teaser for a branding agency, and it guessed it, and it saw the video. And so let's see if I can put, one of my YouTube videos inside of here. Can I put one of my YouTube videos? Because that would be pretty cool. Bam, 10 minutes. Can we upload a 10-minute long video? Tell me what this video is about and give me resources I can create that will help viewers grasp the information better. Okay, this is a 10-minute video. Can we upload a 10-minute video into Gemini 3 Flash and it actually, see it? Let's see. 10-minute video. This is funny. 10-minute video? Are we serious? That's going to be pretty crazy. Because where is that being housed? Do they have that type of storage? I mean, it's Google, yeah, but yeah, they do. They definitely do have that storage. But like, let's say everybody decides to upload, 2 GB files and stuff like that. Like, I think that'll turn into a sticky situation. So let me turn this down. I didn't realize my mic was up so loud. And okay, so it's actually analyzing it. Now, it did take a good amount of time because wow. Comparison cheat sheet. So basically, I just uploaded a 10-minute video into Gemini 3 Flash and it was able to basically get the transcript from it and see what it's talking about. Since Dilo mentions that GPT 5.2 requires less sprawling system prompts, create a before versus after prompt guide. Subprompting, fast thinking pro. So yeah, this is what the video was talking about. I had no clue that you could actually put 10-minute videos into Gemini 3 at all, or Gemini at all. So that's a pleasant surprise. Now we're gonna try one of the other ones, and I did see this page. I don't know if it actually shows anything different. Okay, price per million tokens. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. For everyone, Flash is rolling out globally. Analyze short video content and give you a plan. So let's see this. I want to see if Flash I'm very tempted to put in like 3 videos and just see, like, you know what, let's do it. Wait, we're not going to do it because those are pretty big videos and I don't want to wait that long, actually. So what we're going to do is go to TVA Inside. We are going to go to 23, 20, or actually we need to go here, and that isn't a place anymore. So let me see. Delo Reels. Here we are right here. So I'm about to just get some reels that I've posted last year, and they're basically what I use for my branding company. And we're gonna see if, okay, compare and contrast these videos and give them a score on 3 areas: hook, visuals, and overall retention. Then give me a final score . 0 through 100 for the specific video. Okay, boom. So We just uploaded 4 different videos, 4 different social media short form content pieces that we have used on social media. And I know which one of these performed the best, but I want to see if Gemini 3 Flash is going to, analyze all 4 of these and give me a good explanation. That's what I want to see. But be sure to join the AIEducate AI Lab community. It is completely free on WAP. We have announcements. We have free courses inside of here. We have free resources. So a lot of more things are coming, as you guys see now. Upgrade now, join AI Lab Pro. AI Lab Pro is going to be a different part of the community that has much more access. Like all of the courses will be in there and things of that nature. We also have the chat. Come in, stop by, hang out. Let me know what you guys are working on. But let's see what it did. Okay, bam. So 3 Flash just analyzed all 4 of these videos, and it made a comparison, a compare and contrast. The CTA for all of them, the visuals, dark, moody, standard lighting, purple, pink, similar to Killing Colors. Confrontational question regarding business management. So it scored all of them. Killing Colors was a 9 out of 10. On the hook, it was a 7 out of 10 on the visuals, and it was a 9 out of 10 on overall retention. So the best video here, and that is the one that performed the best, Killing Colors, received a 92 out of 100, and all of the other ones were 85, 78, 74. And let's just go to my Instagram to see if that analysis, could reign true. So we're going to switch accounts. I don't know. I usually think that I use the same password for stuff, but stuff be getting funky. Okay. Bam. So we're going to go to my page. We're going to scroll down on the reels, and we're going to go to those posts. So here they are. Where's the colors one? Colors are killing your business. This one got 6 likes. Free hooks. This one got 10 likes. So, honestly, I think this is just really an analysis on the videos themselves. But it says that this one was a psychological hook and screenshot call to action, make this a high conversion. Excellent visual variety and high visual density or value density. It feels very savable. Okay, yeah, and that's very true. Free review, a strong offer, but the delivery is a bit more standard. A solid B2B pitch, but lacks the creative flair of urgency that makes the other 3 stand out as a fast moving feed. Okay. So we just got Gemini 3 Flash to look over 4 videos that we've used on social media, analyze them, and that's something that we can utilize inside of our data. We can start to say, you could start to use AI as kind of like a quality control person, and I've been using it as a quality control person for a while. And let me see. Copy link. Is the link copied? I'm about to put it in the chat for you guys. Bam. Okay, so you can start to see the different type of processes that this is now going to be available to you for cheaper and better outputs. So that's Gemini 3 Flash. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. I like it. I'll still be using Gemini 3 Pro for sure, but it's good to know that, 3 Flash is there, and it can give a good output, but it's not going to give the same output that Pro gives you. Now, in this phase of the stream, I want to basically show you different vibe coding tools that you can use to be able to prototype apps, very, very fast. And there's a few different tools that you can use to do this. There's a few different tools that we've already reviewed on this channel. So let's just type them in really quick. So the first one that we're going to use is the one that you all know, which is Lovable. Okay, this is Lovable. You can build out apps. We've built out apps before. Vantage Core is something that I showed on stream yesterday. And we also have Base44, which Base44 has gotten a little bit of mixed reviews. Personally, I don't use it. I used it before, but we're going to check it out and just make something inside of it. You also have Bolt. I want to say it's bolt.new. Yeah, okay. So you have Bolt, which is going to build your platform for you as well. You have Firebase Studio. Firebase Studio, which honestly, from a deployment or production perspective, I think Firebase Studio is honestly my favorite one to go with. And you can basically input your prompt right here and, do different stuff. So that's those. Then you have Emergent AI, which Emergent allows you to build full stack apps in minutes. And we actually built out one type of app inside of here, but you guys can see that there are a number of options when it comes to what am I going to choose to stream with? What am I going to use to build my app? I use mainly Lovable and Firebase Studio, and that's pretty much it, honestly. I just use Lovable to build out kind of the functionality, connect Supabase into it, and then I give it to a GitHub to do whatever. So we're going to basically, let me open Whisper because I'm tired of typing. We're going to get ChatGPT to basically give us a prompt that we're going to use on all of these different vibe coding platforms. And we're going to see which one gives us the best output and which one is a better one shot. So while we're doing that, we're going to go through the features of all of them and kind of get, get a feel for these actual platforms. Okay. So let me make sure I got room there. Am I logged in here? No, I need to log in. Can I submit a prompt without logging in on Bolt? I'm not sure. But let's log in here. We're logged in. Let's log into Emergent. We're logged in. Lovable. We're logged in. And I also want to open one app that I really want to give a shout out to because it is kind of the leading mobile app builder called Rourke. Rourke is very, very nice. I'm going to be completely honest. But we're going to basically get an app version of whatever we decide to build. And we're going to put it inside of Rourke. And it's going to build our app, our iOS or Android app for us. So let's implore GPT 5.2. Give me a prompt that I can use to test out one-shot prompting with 5 different AI app vibe coding builders like Lovable, Base44, Bolt AI, Firebase Studio, and Emergent. This can be a random idea of your choosing. I just want to test the abilities of these platforms. So bam, we're going to get GPT 5.2 to do this, and bam. We're not going to go very complex with the prompt. We're not looking for any guidelines. Daily clarity. Okay. Daily clarity. What's the main thing on your mind today? Daily clarity. 5-minute daily mental reset. I want to do something more extravagant. Give me a more extravagant and mind-blowing idea. I want this to be a real test. Okay. High pressure one-shot prompt. Build a web application called Second Brain Command Center. Okay, so here's the thing. This is the funny thing about this prompt. I asked Gemini 3 Pro to come up with any type of business idea that it wanted me to build for it. Okay, so this is basically the idea: a mission controlled dashboard for CEOs and executives that basically takes in all of your information, and it'll, go through it for you, handle it for you, whatever. So we're going to just get this prompt and we're going to paste it into Lovable. Let's log in real quick. Which one did I log in with? I'm not even sure. Let's do this one. All right, bam. Are my projects here? Yes, my projects are here. Okay, bam. We give it to Lovable. Bam. We give it to Base44. Bam. Okay, let's sign in with Bolt. We're going to sign in with Bolt. You're already registered with another way to sign in. Okay, brother. Or maybe, man, we're going to do this one last. Let's give it to Firebase Studio. Let's give it to Emergent. And we can choose the model on Emergent. So let's do Cloud 4.5 Opus. Okay, now we're going to submit that. So now, we have all of these applications being built. And yeah, let's just allow cloud, whatever. Base44 is building. This I need to sign into. Okay, cool. So we got in there. We now got a plan from Firebase Studio. So that's one thing I really like about Firebase Studio. It has some back-end planning that can happen. And as you see, there's a bunch of AI tools right here. So that's going to be in the prompt already off the jump. We have Emergent, auto answer, don't really care what you do. And we have Lovable building it out. We have Bolt building it out. We have Base44 building it out. So we have a bunch of different, let me do this. Let me do this. Put Lovable up here. Let's get Base44 to come down here. Bam. We have four different vibe coding platforms building out the same platform. We have Bolt creating a database for us. I know for a fact that Lovable is going to create a database for us. I know for a fact that Base44 is going to create a database for us as well. Firebase Studio is more raw. So it's not going to exactly build out a database for you, but it's going to put in, it already has the infrastructure with Firebase. So if you use Firebase Deploy, you use App Check, you use Firebase Firestore, all of these are with the Firebase Studio ecosystem. So it's already there. But we have all of them building out their applications. Emergent looks very, very cool. Look at Emergent. Very, very cool interface. It's giving you tutorials over here so you could deploy your app. And you could deploy your app from pretty much all of these. You see the publish button, publish. With Firebase Studio, you have a publish button that's with Firebase Deploy or app hosting. It's web hosting or app hosting. And then you have publish on Bolt. So you have publish on all of these. But they're going. They're going. They are going. And this is definitely a hard thing to build out. I wish I could open up Synapse, which I probably could, but I'm not going to open it up just for the sake of the video. We're going to see which one finishes first. We're going to see which one gives us the best output. So Bolt, where's Bolt at? Where Bolt? Oh, that's Bolt right there. So what do we have over there? Emergent? Okay, Emergent. So the agent is running. Original problem statement, 5 design agent messages, running image selector tool. Okay, so it looks like Emergent is employing different agents to get things done. I know that Lovable probably just has one agent that's working on it, but Bolt is definitely doing a lot. Okay, so it hasn't started. I don't think Bolt has started even coding. It's just at the design part. So we're gonna give that some time. And Firebase Studio has definitely went to work already. 14 edits made, 4 edits made. Wow. So Lovable looks like it is finished. It used up almost 5 credits, and it's done the SEO for us. Universal Input Console, Decision Room, Tech Stack, Lovable AI, test the AI, customize the design, add authentication. So bam. Base44 is done, Lovable is done, and let's see about Emergent. Is Emergent done? No, it's not done. So I don't think Emergent is going to be done for a while. But let's check out Lovable first, okay? So remember, there's a good amount of AI features inside of this Lovable build out as well. So let's just explore it. The pages are built out, timeline, tasks, and if we go here, we can see the actual cloud. So you have users, which we have no users yet. We have a database because we haven't put authentication on here. We want to test out which one is the best at one-shot prompting. So this is Lovable. Type in idea, task, or note. I need to create a new flyer design for a client. Capture. Added a new task. I need to release a new AI course on fundamentals. Capture. So bam, we have, develop a, idea. So it separated a task from an idea, which that's pretty cool. And then if we go here, we have a drop down, original input. I need to create a new flyer design for a client. If we put on to do, we can put in progress, and then we click it again and it's done. So basic functionality, I think something like this. What are you deciding? Should I? Okay. should I acquire a printing business for my graphic design business so I can now offer printing services to my clients that already get me to create print design? So it looks like it created a decision room to help with decisions. So it should intake that and help me. Okay, pros: increase revenue, enhance client retention, greater control over print quality. Cons: significant capital investment required, increased operational complexity, risk of diluting your graphic design focus, competition from established printing businesses. And then you have the different risks, and then you have the recommendations. Acquiring a printing design business represents a significant leap in capital and operational complexity. Starting with a partnership or outsourcing allows you to test the market demand for integrated services and understand operational challenges without the full financial commitment. So this is basically saying, hey, dip in, but don't dip all the way in. Okay. But this looks very cool. And then it creates a timeline for you. Like, what is, are you guys seeing this? Are we looking at the same stuff? Let's just, I need to create a video on the new GPT image model. Okay. It's going to take that. I need to create a prototype for my app called Synapse. Okay. And it got that. Bam. I need to ideate a plan for the first 2 quarters of 2026 for my design business. Capture. Now, what I really would, if I were to work on this more, I would literally just, I would want AI to have a button right here to say execute. So it'll go do this for me. It'll go get all the information that it has on my business or on me and stuff like that, and it'll go do it. If I say create Synapse app prototype, it'll go use an agent, go to lovable.com and build out the app for me, and then send me the link to the Lovable project for me to look at later. You know, that would be how I would build this out. But we see the functionality, we see the timeline. It now has a timeline on here, you know. So it's very, very cool. The decision room, very, very cool. So that's Lovable. Now we are going to check out Base44, since Base44 was the second one that got finished. So same type of functionality for all of these apps, but we did get another look here. We got a different look inside of Base44. Dashboard page, decision room, higher cry. Oh, wow. So in Base44, the decision room has basically like a archive system, basically. So when you input a decision or a question, it'll do the pros, cons, risk, the recommendation, and it'll save it for you pending. So whatever decisions you have to make, you can put them in this decision room. Go back. We got a timeline now. Timeline of all of these things. We have a window for us to change this. I don't think we had that inside of Lovable. I do not think we had that inside of Lovable. No, we did not. So we can't open these things, but that's still okay. So we could delete any of these. Delete this. It's deleted. Then in Base44, you also have this whole back-end system. And this is what's powerful about it. You know, you have your data. So this is your database, basically. You have your users, security. You have your actual code, all of your files in here, and you can download them or push them to GitHub, whichever one you want to do. But bam, this is what we got. I need to create a video on new AI image models. So bam, it captures. It should go to one of these places. Bam, create video on new AI image model. That's the focus. High priority. Bam. Easy functionality. That's Base44. Now we're going to check out Bolt. I'm thinking you've used all your tokens. Let me reload this and let's try out Emergent actually. So Emergent is still running, but it's working on the app in a much different way. So Emergent is employing agents, it's taking screenshots, it's going above and beyond to make this actual platform. So definitely stay tuned for that one. But we have Bolt. So very simple, just like we had with the other ones, but I would say that this is the most AI looking one. Let's say I need to create a video on how to use AI for beginners. So bam, we input that. We have a question. I need to take my dog on a walk. Bam. We got a task out of that. I need to ideate a new platform that I can use for vibe coding. Is that going to go in the ideas? I don't know. It's not. Okay, so we have this window. I like this window. You can change the priority very easily, and it updates in real time. We have a timeline now built out from our task and things of that nature. We can open them. We can filter them out, which is very, very cool. Then we have the decision room. Should I hire a outreach agent or should I hire a junior graphic designer? So, bam, that was very, very quick. I wonder what it's using to do that. Increase capacity to execute ongoing financial commitment. Before committing, explore whether there's a modified to presented based on resident time. So this one didn't really give me what I was looking for, but you know, it just built out the backend system. And this is the backend system for Bolt. So you have your domains, of course, and it used the Claude agent to build this out. That's cool. That's cool. You have your database, items, auth, secrets, user management, file storage, all types of stuff. That is Bolt. Now we're going to check out Firebase Studio ran into an error. So we are going to try again. I'm pretty sure it wanted me to give my Gemini key, but I wasn't there to do it. So let me see if it'll actually come up. Well, we'll let it build out the platform again. I'm not really too worried. But we're going to check out, I think that was the last one. Emergent is still going. Okay. Simply add. Let's just preview it. So we ran out of credits with Emergent because it really does work hard on this stuff. And we're going to open it in a new tab. So this is what Emergent built out. This, honestly, just the look itself is my favorite one already. And it looks like it's more in-depth as well. Wow. Wow. Now this is nice. Launch MVP, start working. Okay, so it's in progress. Mark as to do. Decision room. Past decisions. Should I expand my business international markets or focus on growing domestically first? Blah, blah, blah. Puts out the risk. Let's see about adding a new type of thing. And it doesn't look like we can add a new one. It doesn't have a field for that one. So it didn't. Oh, yes, it did. Yes, it did. Okay, it's down here at the bottom. It's always there. I really, really love this dashboard. And it's a responsive dashboard. This is a really nice dashboard. I need to take my dog on a walk. Okay. Say that. I need to build out our sales SOP system. Okay. So bam, we got that. And today's focus is changing all the time. But, you know, we can open it, create a document, and comprehensive sale. So this is basically taking our input and expanding on it for the description. But I think this should go further. So you never know, guys. We may actually end up building out this specific platform on stream, I wouldn't have a problem doing that. Honestly, this is a very cool platform to ideate, honestly. But that's Emergent. Let me see if Firebase Studio has gotten anywhere. And one thing that I don't see on Emergent is the timeline. Or, oh, okay, here's the timeline right here. So, bam, we have the timeline. And I like that you can't scroll either. And we can clear everything, or we just cleared the actual filters. So, take my dog on a walk, ensuring they get some exercise and time outside. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I really love this interface, like superbly. But if I have to give a winner out of the ones that we've already had go through, it's definitely going to be Emergent for me. I really liked Base44. I liked Lovable as well. I really like the UI for Lovable, but I really love the UI for Emergent. But this would be like a stable type of UI that you could use for anybody. Anybody would, I'm pretty sure, like this UI. I love the decision room idea. I love the timeline. Like, I can see this being an app and you being able to, you know, get some use out of it that way. And that is exactly what we're about to do. So we are about to basically get a prompt to build out a mobile app for this platform that we just built out in all of these places. Let me see. Got Lovable. We got Emergent. We got Base44. And we have Bolt. So they're all capable. Like, these are all capable platforms. But as a one shot, like, I have to say, if you have the credits, I think Emergent is going to give you the best output. And we haven't really looked at the back end for it. If it has one, I'm not even so sure it does. And we're not even on Ultra, but yeah, it doesn't really have a back end for real, but it has something. It has something. Machine type. It has something. And then you also have a VS Code URL. So you can open this up in another IDE. And, you know, you guys can open it up if you want to. I don't really care. This is very cool, though. The Emergent Code server. I did not know Emergent had this. Like, what is this? So this is Emergent's add language models. Is this Emergent's? I'm not sure. But whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Emergent though. But hopefully Firebase Studio. Okay, so Firebase Studio came up with it. I'm not liking it. I don't even want to test this out. Should I hire a head of marketing or a junior graphic designer? Yeah. It's just, you know, you're going to have to work with Firebase Studio to get things done, but I think it is the most stable way to build something. I'm going to be completely honest. In terms of actually raw vibe coding, like Firebase Studio is where you want to go, but this definitely comes in last for this test that we've just done. I need to take my dog on a walk. Yeah, nothing, the process is failing, all types of stuff. We're not even going to use it. Give me a mobile app prompt I can use to give Rourke AI to build out an app version of this for me. Okay. So 5.2 is going to give us our prompt. So let's, okay, really quickly. We have Emergent at number 1. I loved Emergent, honestly. This was a phenomenal output. Phenomenal. I just have to say. I'm going to put Base44 at second. It gave a very polished product. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put Lovable at second. Only because, like, it's just a very nice looking UI. Everything works. I know that there's a database for this already. I can add things inside of here very, very easily. But I'm going to give third to Base44. Okay. And I'm going to give fourth to Bolt. You know, Bolt, it's cool, but it's not super impressive. And we're going to give fifth place to Firebase Studio. That just was disappointing, honestly. But let's go over to our prompt. Bam. And we are going to go to Rourke AI, wherever that is. I think we closed it. Okay. Let's go Rourke.com, and we're going to build this out, and we're going to use Gemini 3 Pro to build this out. Matter of fact, let's use Gemini 5.2 to build this out. Let's do that. Yeah. But thank you guys for stopping by. If you haven't yet, definitely leave a like on the stream. Subscribe. We are on the way to 1,000. We just hit 600. So, you know, you're going to want to be here. You're going to want to be a part of the revolution, the AI revolution. This is the start of it. Vibe coding, image generation, video generation. That is the start of the AI revolution. But this will get much stickier in the future. But right here we have Rourke building out our mobile app for us. And realize, guys, not only have we built out basically 5 different apps in the span of 30 minutes, we have also not written a single line of code. Okay, we have only gotten AI to write code for us. That's it. So, you know, let's wait for Rourke. I'm gonna sip some water real quick, and you know, if you guys have any questions in the chat, definitely put them there. Any suggestions, whatever, definitely open to it all. That's some good water right there, man. All right, so designing, structuring, planning app structure. So yeah, Rourke is gonna take a little second. It's not gonna take a long time. Like, it's gonna be about between 5 and 10 minutes, I believe. But it's definitely going ahead and knocking it out for us. Man, I can't get over this. Like, this is very nice. This is very, very nice. And I wish, like, here's the thing. Here's what I've really been thinking about. Like, when it comes to vibe coding, because it's so easy now, it's like I have replaced a lot of the apps that I paid monthly subscriptions for with vibe coded solutions. So instead of using Shopify, I vibe code my own website, you know, or instead of using, let's say, an image generator, I build out an app that generates the same style of image over and over again. So I think that there's just a very huge use case when it comes to self-use apps, meaning apps that are only supposed to be used by the creator, only supposed to be used by an internal team or just an internal person. It's not supposed to be out to the public. And when I see something like this can help someone really get a track of their day, know what they're doing, exit out. And this can replace your task to-do list on your phone that you may use right now. Maybe Google Task is what you use. It's what I use sometimes. Or Apple to-do list. This can replace that by adding in different customizations that you want, and also adding in the AI capability to certain steps in the app. Like, this is amazing. Like, imagine every single business decision you make, you come to the decision room and you put it in here. Should I hire a expert level graphic designer, or should I hire a chief marketing officer? If I want to scale my business to $1 million a year in the next 6 months. Okay. So that's a little more specific, and it's going to run through it. Bam. Hiring an expert gives you high quality brand designer, usually cheap and faster to onboard than a CMO. Preserving cash, a designer typically will not own strategy, no clear growth model positioning. Without a marketing leader, you risk reducing. Hire a marketing leader. Does not have to be a full CMO who is a strong in growth. Like, imagine every single time you needed to make a decision, you just came over here and you looked at it. You just checked it out, saw what it was doing, and things of that nature. So we have Rourke is still working. One thing I have heard about GPT 5.2 is that it's decently slow, or at least slower than the other models. Here's my thing. When it comes to AI being slow, like, I'm okay. I'm perfectly okay with AI being slow. Like, sometimes I'm working on, all the time, I'm working on client work a lot. And there's some things that I just want it to do for me, and I want it to take its time. Because here's the thing. A human worker, for most tasks, is going to take about 30 minutes to do. So if an AI is taking 10 minutes, that's still cutting off 66% of the time. That's still a great output. So, I think it's different trade-offs or different things you have to accept when it comes to AI. And if models are meant to think and they're meant to give a more carefully composed answer, then I would want them to take longer. I would want them to think significantly longer than the flash model or, the fast models that we have. So we're still waiting on Rourke. But if you don't know about Rourke, so this is where you can build out your different apps that you want to build. And it makes it very, very easy because you can have Rourke on your phone and you can test it out on your actual device instead of this emulator right here. And you can also push it directly to the App Store or Google Play. That is absolutely bonkers. And we're going to do a full video pushing a vibe coded app out to one of the app stores. And they have tons of different integrations. So your back end, they have plans that, allow different stuff. You can download the code, whatever it may be. But I just, when it comes to app building, like mobile app building, I think Rourke is the leading one. I don't think it does it very, 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 very good, but it does do it good enough to where you can get a very, very solid prototype ready to look at. So if you've ever wondered what type of platform you should use when you want to ideate iOS apps or mobile apps, Rourke AI is the one that you want to go with. I'm not sure if this is actually testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing, testing. Okay, I think I had it up too high, so I just turned it down. Hopefully it's not too low, but yeah. So yeah, work is still going, and this is a big one. So it's fixing issues now, and it should be done very, very shortly, for sure. Should be done very, very shortly. And we're gonna see if Pro actually gives us. So I wanted to see if the audio was actually good. I didn't check it this whole entire time. Okay. So work is still going. Yeah, man, this is my second stream too. So let me know how you guys are liking the stream. Honestly, it gives me a way to knock out multiple videos in the same session. Like, we've been live for an hour and 22 minutes, and I've done at least 3 videos. We did Gemini 3.5. We did or not 3.5. We did 3 Flash. We did building out vibe coding, the same app on 5 different AI vibe coding platforms: Bolt, Lovable, Emergent, Base44, and what else did we use? We used Firebase Studio, but Firebase Studio didn't do good, so we just closed it out. We didn't like it. But Emergent definitely came with the heat. Definitely came with heat. I really like the timeline. Like, you know, if something can connect to my calendar and really put all of these tasks on my calendar, like, that would be such a good outcome, you know. But I really like that Emergent is employing agents to do this. So it's a much more polished output. And we also did Opal. So Gemini new gems. They're basically innate in automations right then and there that you can use for anything. And we built out one for blog posts. So let's see. So it's getting stuck on this issue that is ESLint configuration. It's currently set up to map all configuration files, but seems to be ignoring potential needs for ignoring files first. Okay. Seems with these, and this is Gemini GPT 5.2. I didn't expect it to be smart, you know. I did not expect 5.2 to give me the actual result that I'm looking for, but I wanted to just test it out. I haven't used 5.2 coding, So thinking of mapping expo config to add files. I don't think it's even really. Wow. Like it's getting stuck in a loop right here. It's getting stuck in a loop. So let's give it to Gemini 3 Pro. I know for a fact Gemini 3 Pro is going to give us something. So I just want to see this app. I just want to see this app. All right. So that's building it out now. But yeah, I'm really excited about 2026. Like 2026 in terms of AI is going to be a revolutionary year. Like Gemini 3 Pro coming out this year and Opus 4.5 coming out this year, I think really set the tone for what to expect in 2026. And here's the thing. We basically got, let's see. Timeline of GPT releases. Timeline of Gemini releases. Okay, bam. So this year, literally in April, we were using GPT 4.1. Okay. In 2024, we had 4.0. So we went through a number of models this year. Before that, it looked like one per year. You know, with Gemini, tons of models. But in 2025, we were on 2.0 in January. 2.0. And now we're on 3 Pro, 3 Flash. So basically we went up 3 levels with Gemini. And that kind of lets you know like what this is going to be in 2026. I think not only are we going to get more releases from the models, I think that we're going to get up to like a GPT 6.5 or a GPT 6.8. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they're going to give 10 versions because they've been giving more versions. And that's just going to continue. But I think a GPT-8, man, I think GPT-8 might be super intelligent. I think GPT-8 might really be super intelligent because look, if GPT-5 is like a general intelligence type of thing, I would say Gemini 3 Pro is really feeling like general intelligence. But I think a GPT-8, man, what? GPT-8 is going to be really, really like astronomical. It has to be. 6, 7, and then 8? Yeah, it has to be. It has to be something very, very crazy. It needs to be able to look, man, I'm waiting for the first real personal assistant, the real Siri. I need the real Siri. That's what I need. I don't want all of this other stuff, honestly. I just want to be able to tell my phone anything and it does it. That's really what I want. And maybe we should do a series building out an app that does exactly that because you can. I mean, I have shortcuts on my phone right now that are basically Apple shortcuts. I don't know if you guys can see that, but Apple shortcuts, and they trigger AI automations. So when I want to make a LinkedIn post, I'm going to show you guys how I make a LinkedIn post. Look at this. We have this right here. What I can say is branding is something that needs to be refreshed at least every 5 years. Okay. So now if we go to make.com, we now have this scenario right here, TBA LinkedIn posting, and we have the scenario running. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Okay, so it had the scenario running, but it's right here, December 18th at 2:47 p.m. Right now it's 4:48. So basically 4:47 we put this in. It took 25 seconds to go through it, and this is the automation that it went through from my phone. Literally from a Apple shortcuts, I got a LinkedIn post up. Now, I have been meaning to change this automation because it has been putting a specific error inside of my post that I don't like. Right here. So you guys see in the title, it has in the title, let's go to edit post. It has the asterisks. So I've been meaning to put in some instructions to prevent asterisks, but I mean, this looks like a cool post. Brand stagnation is a silent cap on enterprise value. Founders often treat branding as a launch asset. They build it once and consider the box checked. You cannot rely on yesterday's signals to close tomorrow's deals. Market leaders in SaaS averaged a comprehensive brand overall every 3.5 years between 2018 and 2023. So this is a very nice post. Very, very nice post. And we did that all from a Apple shortcuts automation. And this is the automation. You got the webhook that's connected to the shortcut. Then you have AI. Then you have it sent to LinkedIn that's connected to my account. And you have it in a Google Sheets row. So is it going to let me open the actual sheet? Have a link to it? Whatever. We don't even care. Okay, so let's check out what Rourke built us. And this is basically the mobile app version. We have to fix some issues now. We have to fix some issues before we can look at the app, unfortunately. But this is vibe coding. You know, oftentimes in vibe coding, you're going to have an error. You're going to have to give the error to the AI, and then the AI is going to fix the error or possibly not fix the error. So you have to, play with it, bear with it. And it's gone ahead and going through the errors. I hope it's not the same error that it's been having. It's still saying something about Expo. So I'm not really sure if it's having the same exact error, but let's give it a little bit of time and see if it actually comes up with something. But if you guys haven't checked out the new ChatGPT images, this is a test that I did. So I have this picture, which this is the picture, and I wanted it to change the scenery to a rooftop lounge in Dubai, and it did okay. It didn't really change the lighting, so it looks like this picture is actually supposed to be here, and then I told it to add a railing under my elbow for me to lean on. It added the railing. Let's look at the before, after. Kind of changed the arm pose a little bit. And then we said, adjust my image match the scene, style and perspective and color more. So it did that. I think it really gave me a polished one this time, but still it doesn't look like this picture is taken right then and there. I think there should be some yellow highlights on me, at least from this, or maybe there's a lighting source right there. But I would say that this new image model, GPT Image 1.5, is definitely a step up. It's something that I will use for a lot of things. We use this inside, well, not this one, but we use this as a post today, and I will continue using AI to post for me. We created this for the starter guide. If you would like the starter guide, go down to the link in the description. It is completely free, and it is based on all of our experiments on this channel. So all of the best practices that we've found, all of the trials and errors, whatever, you will be able to start using AI with the right platforms in the free guide. So that's something that I just wanted to have something to give for free to people, so that you guys know that I'm not only here for money. I actually don't get paid for this at all. But I do have a passion when it comes to this new technology. I wasn't here when the internet was coming about, but I am here when AI is coming about. So I want to take advantage of that, and I want to help you guys take advantage of that as well. And I know that this is going to get much bigger because a lot of people are going to need this. A lot of people are going to have to get fired from their jobs and then have to enter entrepreneurship, and you're going to have to learn how to create your own app or learn how to use AI to choose the right digital product or choose the right physical product. You're going to have to learn how to use AI because everybody else is, and you do not want to get or you don't want to fall behind. So Rourke is still fixing issues. So honestly, we may put this in the video, but we're gonna close out the stream about 5 p.m. It's 4:54 right now. So if you guys have any last questions, comments, concerns, anything of the nature, be sure to send it in. And I just wanted to say that we're closing down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think it's hallucinating, honestly. Fixing navigation errors. It was fixing navigation issues right here. Debugging bundle, troubleshooting context issues. And the only reason I'm okay with this is because I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for Rourke. I've never paid for Rourke. Like, these are the plans, but I don't pay for it. Oh man. I literally only pay for Abacus, Gemini, and GPT. Like, if you haven't checked out Abacus AI, this is the platform right now. This is the platform right now. You have every single type of generation, and you can do it in chat format with any model that you want to use. You use any model. Any model. Anyone. You can create your custom bots. You have the Deep Agent and the Deep Agent IDE. So I'm gonna be honest, guys. So I don't think we're gonna build out the app in this stream, only because like it's just not working. Linking context, it's just not working. So yeah, man. I don't want you guys to think that Rourke is a bad platform. I think that this was just a super complex thing to build out, honestly. So I may come back to it another day and check it out. But yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely excited for the new capabilities that AI is coming out with and testing them out and trying them out. And you can see just how we are trying them out inside of AI Educate AI Lab on WAP. That is our community. And you can basically be able to, work with people that are always working with AI as well. So you can grow with us and share information and things of that nature. But this has been Dilo Brands. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week thus far, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.